I know the light out here is bad, or like, you know, I'm kind of off the grid, but I'm going to try. In the last days, Zion and her stakes will be established, and Israel will be gathered in mercy and in tenderness. I've been in mercy and in tenderness. They will triumph compared to Isaiah. And then shall which is written come to pass, sing, O barren, thou that didst not bear, break forth into singing and cry. Cry aloud, thou didst not travail with child. For more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married wife, saith the Lord. Enlarge the place of thy tent, and let them stretch forth the curtains of thy habitations. Spare not. Lengthen thy cords and strengthen thy stakes. For thou shalt break forth on the right hand and on the left. And thy seed shall inherit the Gentiles and make the desolate cities to be inhabited. To me, that's like where they combine all the eugenics, you know, like suddenly we're all a hybrid of all the different levels of genetics, you know, like where they mix like Native American with Jewish, like I'm half like Cherokee Indian, half like Mason, you know. Fear not. Are you really that scared and that like allergic to the Bible? Are you really gonna freak out? It's not even the Bible. Can I read a book without you like judging me? It's just a book. It's just a book. It's not that big of a deal. I want to keep going if I can. I really want you to hear the opening part. That was really good, right? So fear not. So much judgment, instant runaways. Clearly you're sinning, or you're being bad, or lying and cheating and stealing and not really sure what you're doing with your life. Maybe you haven't picked a side yet. Maybe you're back and forth between the paradigms of light, whether you're being good or bad. But this is a good book if you haven't noticed, okay? Fear not. This is for me, and this is like my private spaceship right now, okay? Fear not, for thou shalt not be ashamed, neither be thou confounded, for thou shalt not be put to shame, for thou shalt forget the shame of thy youth, and shalt not remember the reproach of thy youth, and shalt not reproach of thy widowhood anymore. Like, I feel like that's a very important, like these are so important, and that's why you want to abandon me as soon as you hear those. I feel like that's so important. It's so important. It's so important you don't even want to hear it. But like as soon as I heard that, I knew I had to come here. I knew it. And still you want to turn me off, because it's a turn off that like I want to clean up, and that I want to be a good soul and a good girl, a good dog, a good person, a good human, a good animal. Why would you hate and turn that away? Fear not, for thou shalt not be ashamed, neither be thou confounded, for thou shalt not be put to shame, for thou shalt forget, and thou shalt forget the shame of thy youth, and shalt not remember the reproach of thy youth. I feel like there's a lot of like yous who just don't understand like that I'm still youthful, like that I'm still experiencing myself, and I'm exploring these things that make you feel uncomfortable. And it's not for you to judge or to take away from me, or to take yourself away from me because I want to share these things. Like, why couldn't you just come together and be loving and healing and understanding, and judge and like, you know, discuss it back and forth? But that's fine. If you choose to abandon me and not be there for me at this time, that's your choice. So let's keep going. Come on, they're gonna make me read this part. Forget the shame of thy youth, and shalt not remember reproach of thy youth, and shalt not remember the reproach of thy widowhood anymore. Does that mean like all your time without God, not married to God? I don't know. For thy maker, thy husband, thy Lord of hosts, I called it, is his name, Jehovah. Yahweh, the Holy One. The Holy One to me is like all of us as one. The Holy One of Israel. Israel. Is. Ra, 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 that fire. L. Remember, we've been going over all of this. Israel. The God of the whole earth shall be called. Are you going to listen to me now? Are you going to be there for me? Are you going to not going to abandon me just because I read something that is like a little outside your normal spectrum? Can you have compassion? Can you leave a space? For the Lord hath called thee as a woman forsaken, and grieved in spirit, and a wife of youth. I'm so young, I'm so youthful. I don't know. When thou was refused, saith thy God. Yeah, God told me, no, I can't have the love of my life now. I'm too dirty. I'm unclean. Like, I made boo-boos. For a small moment have I forsaken thee, but with great mercies will I gather thee. Yeah. Like, mercy. I need mercy. For this the waters of Noah unto me, for as I have sworn that the waters of Noah should no more go over the earth. So I have sworn that I would not be wroth with thee, for the mountains shall depart, and the hills be removed. But my kindness shall not depart from thee, neither shall the covenant of my peace be removed. Splinters in my eyes. I have big judgment splinters in my eyes because I want to control and change. Oh, man. O thou afflicted, tossed with tempest, but not comforted. Tossed with temptation, but not comforted. Behold, I will lay thy stones with fair colors, and lay thy foundations with sapphires. And I will make thy windows of agates, and thy gates of carbuncles, and all thy borders of pleasant stones. And all thy children shall be taught of the Lord, and great shall be the peace of thy children. In righteousness shalt thou be established, thou shalt be far from oppression, for thou shalt not fear, and from terror, for it shall not come near thee. Behold, these shall surely gather together against thee, not by me. Whosoever shall gather together against thee shall fall for thy sake. For thy sake. You're just going to fall for the sake of it? Is that what it's saying? God, that's awful. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. Do not waste food. Do not waste your mind. Do not waste your time. Do not waste. Time is precious. Energy, life is so precious. Why would you neglect it? Why would you abandon it? Why would you not absorb every essence of it that was available? No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall revile against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord. Chapter 22, Nephi. Oh, Nephi. Nephi's talking to me. I don't know who this is. I'd love to see a picture of Nephi. But flowers make me happy, if you can't tell. They make me sing. They make me be at one with the Holy Spirit. I'm attempting to clean myself up. I'm gonna take my time. I understand what's going on and my sacrifices that I must make and my equal energetic exchanges. So please, thank you for your time and your energy. I love you. Thank you for loving me. Your love has helped me grow so much. You have no idea how much your love, your patience, your essence that is you that has helped me grow. And I know. I love you. Bye. God bless you.